We're halfway through the year, so you know what that means. I have two lists. One is top 10 albums of the year so far. One is top 20 songs. Yeah, let's just get into the list, yeah. No bullshit, no honorable mentions. Well, actually, I could probably think of a few honorable mentions. Off top, Post, Dead Magic, and The Louder It Calls, The Faster It Runs by Wyoke. There you go, 3 honorable mentions right there, just off top. But yeah, anyway, number 10 is Car Seat Head, Rest Twin Fantasy. Love the amazing crescendos all over this thing. The lyrics are very pained and witty and reflective, but also kind of comical in sort of like a self-aware way, and it's really charming. And yeah, great album. Number 9, Voids, Virtue. Excellent psych rock odyssey. Goes on for like around an hour, and it never runs out of any interesting ideas. You know, it's just an incredibly vibrant and colorful album. And number 8, Kissing Ghosts of the Roasted Kanye West, Kid Cudi, Kids See Ghosts. I remember wondering actually, like, hey, why haven't you been reviewing any of the good music albums, bro? We got like 4 now. We got Nas, we got Pusha T, we got Ye, we got KSG. Yeah, I mean, I was planning on doing like a big video when they're all out and like, you know, just review them all in one big giant thing and rank them and rate them and all that great shit. Sort of in the same style as the John Hopkins video, you know, that same editing style is what I was thinking of doing. And I think that's going to be great. I'm really excited to get to work on that once they're all out and I've digested them and I've given my opinions. But yeah, spoiler alert, Kids See Ghosts is like the best one. Such an imaginative and adventurous and concise, wild riding experience. They did not play it safe at all, which is really great, and they made really great use of the very short runtime on this particular album. And yeah, Cudi is like awesome on this thing. I fucking love Kid Cudi on this thing. Like I've heard people like, oh, his wailing ruins the album. Shut the no. Number 7 is Young Fathers with Cocoa Sugar. Really creative songwriting and eclectic production on this thing. It's quite a roller coaster. It's pretty short too. In my opinion, I mean, it has its slow, patient moments, but it moves at a pretty breakneck pace for me. It just kind of whizzes by and it's just a load of fun, for me at least. But yeah, number 6 is Saba, Care For Me, really awesome jazz rap album. I would say this is the best rap album of the year so far, for me at least. Unbelievably genuine and human and modest storytelling. His performances all over this thing are incredibly impassioned, and production-wise, it's just some lovely jazz rap. And the storytelling on this thing is incredible in songs like Fighter and Prom King. And yeah, I recommend it. It's awesome. Anyway, moving on to the top 5. Number 5 is Mark Kozlek with Self-Titled. Normally, I don't really care for Mark Kozlek albums like that. Like Sun Kill Moon has never really done it for me like that. Like I normally just kind of appreciate his style more so than I really enjoy it that much. You know, Common as Light was cool, but like, yeah, loads of filler on that album. Benji never really hooked me. I didn't really think his kind of monotone and sort of unenthusiastic delivery complemented the power of what he was saying on Benji, and instrumentally the whole thing was really drab to me. So yeah, this new self-titled Mark Kozlek thing album was a huge surprise, because I loved the fuck out of it. Instrumentally, it's the most fucking beautiful thing he's ever made, easily, and he just really seems to just appreciate the little things on this album in a charming way that doesn't feel insignificant. And I love that. It's the most human of his albums to date, I think. And now, number 4, we have an unbelievably overlooked album. I wish I had reviewed. I mean, I guess I could still review it if I really wanted to, but bro, albums are coming out every 4 seconds, and fuck you. I'm probably never gonna get around to talking about this in like extreme depth, but it's like so good. Ananon Tongue, really awesome electronic album, I guess it's instrumental entirely, but like it's not really synthetic that much, really. A lot of saxophone, loads of piano. This thing is gorgeous. There are moments that have me like jaw on the floor. This sounds unbelievably beautiful. It's ridiculous. Particularly track 5, which I'll get to later in this video in the top 20 songs. But yeah, this album, don't fucking sleep on this. This thing is fucking gorgeous. It's short, but it's gorgeous. Number 3, Fourth Wonder is self-titled, some unbelievably catchy and heartwarming emo indie rock right here. Yeah, man, again, very straight to the point. 32 minutes, just bam, bam, bam. You know? Yeah, man, I love this thing. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I've been playing it a ridiculous amount. So yeah, number 2, I have Primal Heart by Kimbra. Phenomenal pop album, absolute gems on this thing, seriously catchy stuff, and her vocal performances on this thing are fucking stunning. Front to back, there are numerous moments where I'm just taken aback by how fucking far she is reaching on every song. She never plays it safe once on this thing, which is so refreshing to hear, man. And some of the huge, like, seismic blasts, walls of sound on songs like The Good War, like they do on TV, Right Direction, they just fucking... Oh, they amaze me. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, really diverse sound palette as well. You know, no two songs in this thing sound identical. It's pretty fucking great. Number one, though. Number one is easily Lil Xan. I mean, it should be no surprise to you that it's Total Xanarchy. You know, obviously, this album's really kind of become part of my brand at this point. You know, obviously, ever since I reviewed this thing. It's Rollo Tomassi. Time Will Die, Love Will Bury It. Rollo Tomassi. Unsurprisingly, I'm sure you saw that one coming. But yeah, I love the fact how this album has legit become like part of my identity. It's so fucking cool. Like, I'm really proud of that. And it's weird because Rick fucking reviewed it first. Yet I'm like the Rollo Tomassi guy. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I guess, yeah, like Rick Valet, he's kind of more like, he's kind of known for reviewing lesser known shit more often, I guess. I don't really do it as much as he does, so I guess when I did it, it was like a bigger deal. I don't fucking know. I guess my review was also more positive. I don't fucking know, but still, shout out to Rick Valet, his review was fucking dope. And he was very positive about it as well. I don't know why he was positive about it, because it's like amazing. This thing blows my mind every time. Every time I hear it, my mind gets reconstructed, it gets deconstructed and then reconstructed. It's just fucking wild, man. I talked enough about this thing in my review. Go watch that review. Very proud of that review. And yeah, that's my favorite album of the year so far. Don't see it changing. If it gets topped, I will be so happy. If there's something coming in the year that beats this, yo. That's pretty wild. But yeah, anyway, let's do the top 20 songs of the fucking year. I forgot a song. I forgot a song. I would have put it on the list if I had remembered it. What song is this? Let me tell you. It's Honeycomb by Def Heaven. Hey. If I had remembered this track, it probably would have made it at number 9 on the list. Number 9 on the list. Cannot wait for the album on July 13th. Let's get it good. In fact, now that I think about it, I forgot fucking loads. Hey, holy shit. I forgot like Death Grips. Yeah, you did. JPEG Mafia. I just saw a single JPEG Mafia song on the list. That's a problem. I could have put like Baby I'm Bleeding or something. Or like Rainbow Six. Fuck. Yeah. I fucked up, man. Yeah, you did. Oh fuck, I forgot US Girl, bro. US Girls, bro. I forgot US Girl. Oh fuck, yo, I could have put Rosebud. Rosebud is such a joke. Alright, let me just get with the list. Yeah, hurry up. Number 20 is The Void's Curious. Love this thing. Yeah, it's a total jam. It's really wild, man. This album is just, it's so weird in just the right, it's just the perfect balance of just accessible, catchy, vibrant, but just fucking weird. This song is a great song that I think exemplifies that. Number 19 is Some Kind of Game by Against All Logic, aka Nicholas Jar. This thing is a fucking groove and a half, bro. Love this thing. Number 18 is Vincent Stapler with Get the Fuck Off Now. Get the fuck off. I don't think people really respected the song enough, bro. I mean, admittedly, coming off of Big Fish Theory, pretty tame song. Not quite as wild as what was going on that album, which is in a way a shame, but like, on subsequent listens, this thing just creeped up on me, bro. This thing has such an unbelievably just subtle, cold-blooded bounce to it. It's fucking irresistible. Like, the way Vince's rapping is so effortlessly charismatic, and then the beat is just, it's bare bones, but it never feels empty, and there's a fucking awesome moment where the piano samples start like swelling up and getting really gorgeous. It's actually kind of an artful song, and lyrically, it's just so fucking unbelievably likable and braggadocious, and just like, fuck you, Vince, your flow is like great. Yeah, I love this track. I think it's an awesome song. Number 17, I got so much time today. This track right here, Carabinito, I cannot wait to hear their new album now. After I've heard this song, I cannot wait for Time and Place. That's legit one of my most anticipated albums of the year now, because this song makes me smile so hard. Because when I first heard it, I'm like, oh, that was nice, it was cool. But like, every time I play it, I'm like, bro, nothing is wrong with the world right now. This track just sounds so fucking uplifting. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Number 16, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cat, look at the Anderson .Paak goes for like a commercial trap banger, and he fucking nails it. This thing is awesome. I'll say again, man, the dude performs like he's having the greatest day of his life every day. Like, this dude is never, like, if I ever see Anderson .Paak like frown, I'm gonna be like, hey bro, What'd you do with the real Adam? It just rubs off on you, you know, you kind of feel the fun as well, you know, when you hear that shit. So yeah, props to Anderson .Paak. I cannot wait for whatever album he has coming down the pipe. Number 15. I know how it is, yeah, I know how it goes. I know what you're feeling, I've been doing it. Silver in the Queue with Empathy. Oh, the melodies in the song. And that chick, what's her name? BJRNCK, her voice is like the best thing ever. This track is really soothing, really soothing, and the lyrics are really thought-provoking, in my opinion, especially on that last verse. Next up I have In My View. Nothing's ever given nowhere. Young Father's In My View. I will never not just get amped up when I hear this fucking song. This song is so motivational, just in its sound. It just sounds like I just want to conquer the world every second, and I love it. It's such a great feeling, you know, when you get that from a song. So hey, props to Young Fathers. Number 13, it is Saba with Prom King. As I mentioned earlier when I was talking about his album on the albums list, yeah, this thing, the progression of this song, the absolute intensity and ferocity he performs with makes this song unbelievably gripping, and the fucking transition from Prom to King is throttling, and the climax of this thing gives me chills. So yeah, great track. Number 12, Nadine with Plinth. Very overlooked album this year. I highly recommend Nadine's Oh My. Really awesome album. Very relaxing, very soothing, very tranquil. Yeah, vocally, I get a lot of the Julia Holter feel, actually. So if you like Julia Holter's voice, which if you don't, you're fucking stupid, you're gonna love this thing. It sounds really lovely. It's not quite as fucking mind-blowing as, you know, Julia Holter is, but it's still really lovely, a really great album. And Plinth, man, this is the perfect song if you're just looking to unwind and forget all your problems for like 3 minutes. Plinth will do it. It is gorgeous. Number 11 is Kimbra with Right Direction. Dude, the ending of this song, man, it just fucking does it for me, bro. It just fucking hits the spot, man. Oh my god, the ending of the climax of the song, the way it just keeps building. Like the second you think it's gonna stop building, it's like, nah, bro. It just like goes even further. And yeah, all the melodies on this thing are just fucking awesome. So many just fucking memorable moments on this thing, and just catchy refrains, and I just love Kimbra's voice too. Everything about the song, man, just hits the spot for me personally. But now we're into the top 10 best songs of the year. Number 10, it is James Blake with If the Car Beside You Moves Ahead. Don't Miss It is also fantastic. But bro, this track, the fucking vocal skipping thing, I don't know what it is, but I fucking love it, dude. If the car beside you moves ahead. Like, the way it sounds so sick. I paired up with like this really like almost creepy shrill melody. It sounds so fucking hard, bro. And the lyrical idea is awesome too. How like it's comparing when you like are in a car and like you're stationary and the car beside you goes forward and you have like a brief moment where you have like this illusion of feeling like you're going backwards in the car. And the way he compares that to like life and how like it's like if it's like you feel like you're going backwards even when you're comfortably stationary. If you're seeing the people around you progress and move forward in life, you feel like you're doing something wrong. And I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, musically this thing is so fucking ill. So yeah, James Blake, you're the man. Number 9. Dude, look. Okay. Okay, look, no, for real. People hate this album. People like this album. I get why you'd hate it, but you're wrong, because it's fucking lit. Playboy Kai. Like, people always talk about, when people say they don't like this album, they're always like, man, it's just the same as any other trap album. What's so special about this one? That's not the point. The point is how it so perfectly encapsulates everything that makes trap appealing and refines it to such an immensely satisfying degree. Playboy Kai knows exactly what the fuck he's doing and how to perform and how to amplify every song to make it feel catchy, instantaneous, which is what trap should be. So every song follows that formula. Sometimes it's a little bit grating, and a bit annoying, and a bit obnoxious, sure, but most of the time, man, obviously it's not lyrical. If it was lyrical, it would be shit. It's supposed to be an escape from lyricism, so obviously you're gonna get verses that, you know, talk about fucking violence and I'm the best, braggadocio type shit. You know, I like, don't take it seriously. Like, don't. You've missed the point right there by doing that. And R.I.P. Frito, bro, this track just exemplifies everything this album does so fucking well. I legit think this is just an excellently crafted trap album for the most part. There is some filler, sure, but like, I played this song so much. It's just so catchy, and the beat is hypnotic as fuck. It's just brilliant. Yeah, that's my number 9 favorite song of the year. Number 8 is Fourth Wonderers with Not For Me. The chorus, the instrumental explosion on the chorus is exhilarating. Number 7 is Cassie Headrest with Beach Life and Death. Very long track, but I find it very mesmerizing, front to back, every time I hear it. Yeah, love this fucking song. My personal favorite from Twin Fantasy. Number 6 is Whole New World. Sophie's 9-minute closer to her new album, Oil of Every Pearl's Uninsides. It's called Whole New World, Pretend World. It is 9 minutes of blistering insanity, and it thrills me every time. I think it's really awesome. It's great. It's great. It's great. Number 5, Jean Grey and Quelly Chris with one of the best closing tracks of the each had two closing tracks on a row. I just realized that. But holy shit, the closing track to Everything's Fine, River. Jean Grey produced this one too, which is pretty awesome, because I think Quelly Chris did like most of the production, except Jean Grey did like 2 of the beats, and they just happened to be like my 2 favorite beats. I'm like, Jean Grey is an incredible producer. What the fuck? I didn't even know she produced. That's awesome. The fucking strings on this song are absolutely stunning, man, and the very kind of rigid drum pattern, the little it just gets me in a trance. I just love this thing. I think it's so fucking brilliant. Number 4, Mark Kozlik with the Mark Kozlik. The guitar on the song is fucking lovely. The ending, oh my god, the instrumental ending of this track is so fucking brilliant, and every word just grabs you. Like with this fucking track, lyrically, it just clinches you, man. And I rarely get that feeling from Mark, so that was really special when I realized just like I'm so interlocked with everything he's saying on this thing, because it all sounds like it comes from a deeply personal place. Like it's all presented in such a brilliantly vulnerable way. So yeah, love that shit. But yeah, number 3, Ananon with Verso. That's right, track 5 from Tongue, the album I was talking about earlier. I was referencing how good this track was, and holy shit, this song is mind-blowing. Holy piano on this song is so bustling and just frenetic in the best way. There's the fricative, just constant evolution of this track. It's honestly, it's so gripping. I love this shit. But yeah, number 2 though is Jeff Rosenstock with USA. My favorite part of the song has to be the part where he's like, we're tired, and boom, starts building from there, and then it crashes back in. Like when it comes back in, it's just so fulfilling. And yeah, man, lyrically this thing is pretty awesome too. The sort of a modern day American public that he displays here is quite reflective and interesting. So yeah, fucking awesome song. But the number one. I'm like distraught at how good the number 1 is. Rollo Tomasi, the Hollow album. Need I remind you again? The Rollo Tomasi album, it's kind of good. Fucking incredible. It's incredible. It's the best album of the year. It's the best album of the past 2 years. It's excellent, in my opinion. You know? Yeah, I think that wraps up the list. Thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate your time. This has been really fun. So far this year has been pretty awesome for music, in my opinion. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. Got quite a few albums that I personally really love. So hey man, cool. We'll see what the rest of the year has in store, you know? It's looking pretty sick. So yeah, thank you again for watching. And I'll see you on the next video you decide to watch of me, assuming you do decide to watch a video by me in the future at some point. In that case, then yeah, I'll see you then. Cool. Bye. I forgot a song. I would have put it on the list if I had remembered it. What song is this? Don't forget to pre-order the new album now. Asian Guitar. It's got all the hits. From I Forgot a Song to Despacito 4. Let's go everyone's favorite. Empty Vaseline tin. Passionately screaming nitrogen and egg. I'm going into cardiac arrest. Please help me. And many more. Available August. The W.